This portion we're going to go through is Pertempuran, which is exchanging. It's very simple. Basically, again, we're using Garak. He strikes. I'm alicing. I'm stepping off in my sliwa. I'm not, giving it everything right now. I'm just getting through the premise here. What I'm going to do is I'm basically going to sweep it down and out. Okay. This is most often used against multiple strikes. Yes. So he's throwing this one. I put my hand up here. He strikes with the other one. I'm parrying it across. So it's like a continuation. And it sets up, it's what we call an exchange, because we're exchanging either from one hand to the other, or from the inside of one arm to the outside, or from the outside to the inside. So in this case, we're at the outside, and we're switching to the inside. Obviously, you're going to want to check if you do that, because he's going to hit you. You're winding him up to hit you, in fact. So you can even, I don't show all this stuff just because I don't want you to get bogged down with stuff that you can always add in. But if I'm doing this like we did the catch, I can always add eye rakes in there. None of that goes away. I could be simultaneously hitting him, that's all in there. I'm just not going to show it every time for everything, because we would never get done. So I think it's also a little bit distracting from the basic premise of the motion. And the motion comes from this Garak, right? And you notice this Garak has a striking component to it just by itself, right? It also has a spiraling motion which takes place. That is Pertempuran Satu. Again, if he's throwing a left-right combination, I exchanged it in a different way because of where he threw, but he threw responding to what my opening was, so I had to compensate, right? So that's Pertempuran Satu. One time in this direction, just so you can see when he throws the secondary punch, that's how I'm using it, right? And I might completely change my olice and my entry and everything based off of that. I don't necessarily have to. It just depends on what's happening relationally. Pertempuran Dua. Okay, again, I could be flicking, I could be eye raking, I could be jabbing in his throat. Doesn't really matter. What matters is that I do this follow-up. Okay. This motion is meant off of this olice to pull me out of that strike. You see it works against his natural flow. Okay, and I can still, I just do stuff. So, I mean, you can see, you can throw a lot of things together that aren't part of this basic motion, but my olice, my Garak, my hand entry, my Pencak Tangan could all happen, and then I could exchange, or I could just exchange and go. So that is Pertempuran Satu and Dua.